Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Kids move here. Yeah. So.
You're having to get used to it now.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like my first year here was bad too, and now I'm fine. Can you get used to it? Is that a thing?
I
don't know.
Hoping so. I had to
At least
call out sick
mentally,
yesterday.
I think mentally you can get used to it. Yeah, it's bad, and it's worse than it typically has been. You know, and I'm not proud of this fact, but for the first time, I've really started paying attention to the allergy meters or whatever that you guys show. Even though, I've been here for 15 years and I'm just not paying attention.
Finally.
And you know what? Sure enough, there's a correlation. When you guys show, pay attention. On the days you guys say it's going to be really bad, my allergies are horrible, and the days when they're not bad, I'm like,
oh, I'm okay.
I know. I'm not proud of this.
Check out the allergiometer. It's
Allergiometer.
Allergiometer.
Do we have it?
I think somewhere.
There we
There you
go.
go.
It's not too good. It's off the chart. 12 is max, and that's we're going to be that way.
But can't the rain kind of wash
rain
it all
does
away?
help, but the problem is on Saturday is the wind.
It's going to be blowing it all around.
It's so windy. That's going to just blow it up your nose, basically.
Oh.
That's a factor as well. Wind. Normally, if it was calm winds and a rainy day, that would limit the amount of pollen we have on that particular day, but it's going to be back up again. Allergy season started 20 days earlier this year nationwide.
Oh my goodness.
And for folks who might be new to the area, like, what are the worst ones for people around here?
Well, there you go. Oak, birch, pine. Pine is not a factor. Pine is that covers your car. But oak and birch, that's the kind nasally in your throat. That's the culprits
oak has
right
been
there.
by far the worst this
This year.
Like every
It's
time you
terrible,
look at it on the chart, it's been up there. Also juniper, mulberry, a few other just random allergens thrown there. And one that's really hidden that we don't mention all the time, mold spores. That's year round. So you're going to have allergies year round here just because of mold spores even during the winter time. So that's been spiking.
Precipitation.
I went out. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, there's so many oak trees. If you think about all the oak trees, the big oak trees, there's a major culprit. And once again, that yellow that you see in the cars, that's pine pollen.
Well, I was just going to say, I went out the other day to our backyard, and we have, a table out there in the back patio. It had yellow pollen. I thought, I don't ever remember seeing it like that.
That doesn't cause sneezing and sniffling. Those are the big spores. But it's just, it doesn't look beautiful.
I know.
Unless you love yellow.
Everywhere.
If you love yellow, then fake.
My white car is yellow.
Obviously.
And back to your little allergiometer. 12 is
Do you
the
just
highest
like
to
saying
go.
that?
I really do.
Allergiometer?
12 is the highest you can go. So, like, it doesn't get any worse than this.
No, it doesn't. We don't normally. We see it high, but this year we have seen so many days where that has been anywhere from about 10.5 to 12. Day after day after day.
Yeah, and this is also a rarity on Saturday since we are looking at a chance for morning storms, but the winds could be gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. So the winds are maxed up, so that's also maxing the, I've never called it that, allergiometer. Pollometer, I love the name.
It just happened today.
Allergiometer.
So, listen, there's this old sort of wives' tale, for lack of a better term, about if you eat local honey, that supposedly that helps with your allergies. And evidently that might not be the case, but Megan Bragg verifies.
The itchy eyes, runny nose, sore throat, allergies this season are already brutal. Some viewers are asking about old wives' tale remedies, and one of them is local honey. So the question, will local honey cure your allergies? Let's verify. Our source is Dr. Alec Gupta, allergist from Atrium Health, Novant Health family nurse practitioner Patricia Williams, the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America, and a study conducted by the University of Connecticut. First, let's take a look at how an allergen affects the body.
So our bodies respond to that by producing antibodies. Great source of protection for us. We want that, but sometimes those antibodies also produce or cause a chemical reaction that then cause those other reactions in our bodies that end up being allergies.
Some believe that because bees collect pollen to make honey, that pollen in the honey would help desensitize your body to those allergens.
The problem with honey specifically is that the pollen that the bees use is mainly coming from flowers, and the pollen that we're allergic to is typically not the flower pollen.
According to the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America, the pollens that affect most people are trees, grasses, and weeds, which bees usually don't collect. Plus, once the honey is processed, you would not ingest enough intact pollen to desensitize your immune system. A study conducted by the University of Connecticut gave a small group of people local honey for several days to see if their symptoms would resolve, and they found the honey did not eliminate allergies.
It's a great way to help us treat some of the symptoms, but I'm not sure it's going to really control your allergy symptoms as a whole.
So we can verify that no, local honey will not cure your allergies. With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Is. So
right.
I fell victim to the wives' tale. I love supporting small businesses anyway,
Yes.
so I went to the farmer's market.
Great.
Got this
Over
local
here?
honey. Yes.
Has the honeycomb still in it?
That's the honeycomb still in it, yes.
Oh, nice.
So I really, really fell for it because I thought that like we were doing something with this. And I think y'all have heard me all morning, still sneezing, still coughing.
Well, maybe it's like the placebo effect. You take
Once
it,
you
you
finish
think.
all that, you'll be fine.
Yes, exactly. And then I'll have to go get more and support again. That's all I have to do.
Well,
there's nothing better.
It's still fantastic honey, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Oh my God, it's so
But
good.
just don't expect it to cure your allergies
Yes.
necessarily.
And Larry was just talking about getting some biscuits and drizzling some honey over them.
So
Oh my goodness.
Hungry?
My favorite.
like Grandma used to make.
I think before we
Yes.
started the broadcast, but I think here you asked, is it longer this year?
Yeah.
And I think that's a
Yes.
question a lot of people have.
Yeah, it started 20 days earlier, pollen season.
And could go 10 days longer.
Yes.
That's 30 days
That's a
of
whole
misery.
month.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of extra time.
Look.
And it's off the charts as we head into the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Stock up on your meds, guys.
We've been warned. That's right. And have honey, but just don't expect it to cure it.
Yeah.
Right? That's right.
Still can be good, honey.
Sneeze through that honey.
We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Honey.
Bye, everybody.